This is the Samsung Galaxy Z Flip 3, my first foldable phone, and I'm really happy that I went ahead and picked up this device. I've had it for nearly 6 months, and I want to share my thoughts and opinions on this foldable, or I guess you want to call it a flippable, it's up to you. But before I do begin, I want to talk about the wallpapers I use for my devices in my videos. I use an app called Backdrops, and it's available on both iOS and Android. I'll be leaving links of Backdrop for iOS and Android in the description down below. So really any wallpaper you see, it's going to be included in the app called Backdrops. So without further delay, let's dive right in. Okay, so taking a look at design first, my thoughts are that the design and the build is amazing. Like, I dropped it maybe once or twice, and there is a couple scuffs right here and a scratch right here next to the outer display that you can use to take photos, to see the time, and for other widgets. Just a couple scuffs, but nothing too bad. It's pretty durable. I don't really use a case for the Z Flip 3. But a lot of people have concerns over the actual display and if it's, durable. Now, it does have a crease, and you can tell it's visible. That crease is visible. But once you start using the Flip 3 and you get the hang of it, obviously you're going to feel it, but it just doesn't really come as annoying anymore. I've gotten used to it. I actually don't mind it. I see this as still considered infant technology. It's still in its infancy, so I see it like normal to have that crease. Maybe we might see it gone in the future. Who knows? I don't have my hands on the Apple Find N, but for those who do, they say that the crease isn't really that visible. And while it's possible, it's just not present on the Z Flip 3. Maybe we might see that new technology in the Z Flip 4. Who knows? But the display is no issue. Like, it's ultra thin glass, and it's a folding display, but with durability wise, I have had no issues. I just love how it folds. The hinge is really powerful too. You can use it at really any angle, any degree that you would like to use it, which has come in super clutch. If I'm, video calling someone, I can just place it, straight up at a 90-degree angle, just like that. Or if I'm watching a video and I'm maybe in bed and I just don't want to hold it, I can just place it like that and watch it. Or if I'm just going to look at the time, I don't even need to open the display. I just look at the time right there. It's 1:45 and we're all set to go. And the one thing I like about this design is, rather than being a fold where you fold out to become a larger display, this is a small compact device that folds out to a normal flagship smartphone size device, the Pixel 6 Pro. In fact, it's literally just a little bit taller than the Pixel 6 Pro, but I can't fold this. I can fold the Flip, and that's what I like. I like that it's compact. When you put this inside your pocket, it doesn't stick out like a sore thumb. Whereas if I go ahead and I'm going to put this in my pocket, it definitely does. This is a pretty large phone, but you're really carrying a small compact and then using it, opening up to become a normal large phone. I think this is the first foldable or the flippable that's for the mainstream consumer. And Samsung has reported that they've seen really amazing sales with the Z Flip and the Z Fold. But for this price tag of $999 with this design, I truly think that the Z Flip 3 is the first mainstream foldable for the average consumer. And I can recommend this for really anyone who just wants to carry a compact yet really durable and powerful smartphone. Okay, now we come to software. So we all know how Samsung software works. It runs Android, and then they have their own One UI skin. Now with the Z Flip 3, it is running Android 12, the latest Android, and Samsung software updates have been phenomenal lately. It quickly got Android 12, and it is running One UI 4.0. It's just been a breeze. Obviously, it has its own skin on top, so it's not really like stock Android or Pixel Android kind of, but I've gotten used to it. And if you use a Samsung device, for those of you who are watching this video with your Samsung device, you know how a Samsung device works, the software quirks and everything like that. So there's really no need to kind of dive into it. But with my experience with the overall software, it's been buttery smooth. The 8 gigs of RAM, the Snapdragon AAA chipset, performing really well. No issues whatsoever. I've had no stutters in the usage in my software experience. The 120 hertz refresh rate display really makes the software experience even better. And I like how Samsung did implement a 120 hertz refresh rate display, because its predecessors, it was a folding device. That's cool, but it didn't have that high refresh rate. And if you're coming from a device like Pixel 6 Pro that has a high refresh rate, then you really are missing out if this didn't have it. But thankfully, it has the 120 hertz high refresh rate display. Overall software experience, I'm not going to dive too much into detail and go into the quirks and stuff like that. I'm just sharing my experience. I can recommend it. Software just has been buttery smooth. And now let's come to camera. So if you want me to be completely honest, I don't use the camera too often on the Z Flip 3. You see it's got two main cameras, a wide and ultra wide. That's just because I don't take too much photos or videos. I kind of try to use my DSLR when taking those photos or videos outside if I have it with me. If not, then yes, I'll use the Z Flip 3. And I don't really have any, I don't come across any situation every day that requires me to take photos or videos unless it's for the channel, unless it's for my videos. But when I do have to use it, it gets the job done. For an average consumer, it gets the job done. This is the thing that I see with many consumers, and this includes myself. I'm not one of those people who are going to go into RAW mode and play with the exposure and the brightness and all that stuff. No, that's not me either. I'm just going to go to the camera app. I'm going to pull whatever I'm going to take a picture of. You click on the shutter button, and that's my photo. And many people are like that. Many people are like that, and I do give them credit. They just want to take out their phone, click on the shutter button, and use that photo for whatever it is, whether it be social media or to share with friends and family. Now, it has great quality, especially during daylight. You'll have no issues. And anyone using this camera, they will be impressed. They're not going to be unimpressed by the camera quality, but it's just not up there with things like the iPhone 13 Pro Max or the Pixel 6 Pros of the world. So just do understand that. Now, one thing I also do like is the fact that I can use this 1.9 inch as a display and use the rear camera to take a photo, but it comes out in a weird aspect ratio. So I can go ahead and click the volume button to take a photo of the camera right here, but it just comes out in a weird aspect ratio. You can even record video. So I can choose video right here, but like I said, weird aspect ratio. I don't know if I'd be using it, but you do have that option. So if you want to take high resolution selfies, you have that option now. So overall camera, it's great, but don't expect really good quality. Don't expect high-end flagship quality. It doesn't have the same high-end flagship camera as the S21, and definitely not as the upcoming, or if you're watching this after February 9th, or if I upload this after February 9th, the already unveiled Galaxy S22 Ultra and the S22. Okay, next comes battery and my experience with it. Let me tell you, I was utterly disappointed. I heavily use my phone for watching videos, sending emails, playing games like Call of Duty or Pokemon Go, texting and calling, browsing the web and social media. Everything, I'm always on my phone. I cannot leave without my phone. Unfortunately, sometimes I say unfortunately because it kind of can get annoying, just your phone vibrating or your phone getting consistent notifications. So it can get annoying at times. But I do rely on good battery, and this Z Flip 3 did not offer that good battery. Granted, it comes with a 3,300 milliamp hour battery. It is a small, thin device, which makes sense as to why there's a small battery cell. But that's the one thing I do hope with the Z Flip 4 is that they improve. They make this phone thicker. I'm fine with it being thicker, but just bring in a larger battery cell capacity, because while software optimization can only go so far, you do need a physical larger battery. It's just something that suffers. The battery life suffers, and that's something I wish it wasn't the case, but oh well. So for those of you who are interested in picking up Z Flip 3 but are just right on the fence, and if battery is one of your main factors of picking up a smartphone, I would think twice about Z Flip 3 because it just isn't that great. My main day starts at 8 a.m. and by the time it's 1 or 2, I have to charge this device. Granted, I am inside most days or I am near a charger, whether it's in my car or whether in the office or at home. And I am able to charge this. It wirelessly charges as well. But other than that, like if I'm out for a weekend and I might not have a charger, then I'm kind of doomed. Like this phone won't last me. After 2 p.m., I have to worry about charging this phone. I don't want to worry about charging a phone. I want to go home or, end the day without charging the phone. That's just me. I'm getting about 3.5 max 4 hour screen time on Z Flip 3. So for those of you, like I said, think twice before you pick up Z Flip 3 if battery is one of your main factors for picking up a smartphone. And last but not least, we can't finish talking about Z Flip 3 without talking about the price of this phone. Now, this is the first folding phone, like I said, for the mainstream, for the normal consumer, for the normal customer. With iterations before, we've seen foldable phones in the style of folds and flips, like the Galaxy Fold and the Z Flip and their Z Flip 2 and Z Flip 5G, whatnot, but they were expensive. The Z Flip 3 changes that. And maybe that is one of the main reasons why I ultimately decided to pick up this device. It's mainly because of design and price, like the fact that it's portable and it was a cheap foldable. Now the price that I'm going to say is it's not cheap. It has a starting price of $999. It's not cheap, but in terms of foldables, it was the cheapest out of the bunch. So it was $999 for 128 gigs of storage, which in my own use, 128 gigs has been, plenty. Maybe in the next year or two, as file storage continues to grow, it might not be enough. But for right now, it's been good in my use. Now, the Flip 3 is an upgrade from last year's Z Flip 3, or I guess you can say early 2021, late 2020 Z Flip 5G with a lower price tag. And there's improvements too. Another thing that played a role in buying and switching to Z Flip 3 for me was the trade-in Samsung was offering at the time for its foldables. I traded in my Galaxy S21 for a value of $550. Now, in essence, I ended up paying for half of the Z Flip 3, and I kind of made my money back by making videos about the Z Flip 3, but I genuinely went ahead and bought this phone because I really wanted to, not about the content, because I really did enjoy, and I still do enjoy using the Z Flip 3. Just the satisfaction, the honeymoon phase of this is still not over. I'm getting the same internals as the Galaxy S21, so I didn't need to worry about not having 8 gigs of RAM or not having the 120 gigs of storage of Snapdragon 888. Everything is included in the Z Flip 3 and it's been performing like a champ. Now, if you go on Amazon, you can frequently find it on sale, so obviously always lower than the $999 price tag. And you know what's even better? Amazon Renewed. That's right. You can find a renewed Amazon Z Flip 3 for around $700 to $800. I've come across one a couple times, but I will leave links of Z Flip 3, both new and renewed, in the description down below. Definitely check them out quite frequently because they always go on sale. Their prices always drop. So make sure you do. That is a really good deal. $700 to $800 is a really good deal for a foldable that comes with flagship specs and very little compromise, especially compared to its predecessor. In fact, there's more improvement than there is compromise for a cheaper price. And I do recommend Amazon Renewed. It is almost brand spanking new. Like it's literally brand new, but it's just Amazon Renewed. Definitely recommend it. Check it out. Links will be in the description down below. And there you have it. Those are my thoughts on Galaxy Z Flip 3. Would I recommend purchasing this device? Yes, for almost everything except battery. If battery is the main factor for you when picking up a phone, like I need good battery life that's going to last me all day in a phone, I would say no, hold off. Wait for the Galaxy Z Flip 4. But if you're saying, hey, this is a cheap phone, if I can find it for $700-800, I don't need to wait for the Z Flip 4. By all means, this is a perfect device. I've loved this device. I genuinely went ahead and bought this because I really like the concept of this foldable. Flagship specs in a compact body. That is amazing. I've enjoyed every single second of using this phone, and it really does make me excited for what Samsung has in store for Z Flip 4. We might see improvements that we weren't expecting or we really didn't need to see. And I definitely recommend this device to anyone as a daily phone. It's just been amazing. I really think that the slab glass phone era, like with, you know, these types of things, it's slowly coming to an end. And in the next coming years, we might see those phones kind of dwindle down. And these phones like the Z Flip 3 are what will put foldables into the mainstream market. So I hope you guys did enjoy. If you did, be sure to Superman that like button, comment down below, and best of all, share this video because it really does help out the channel a lot and will help push my content out to more people. But anyway, that's been it for me, and I'll catch you guys in the next episode. Anyway, everybody, I hope you guys did enjoy this video. If you did, be sure to Superman that like button, comment down below, because with the more interactions we get on this video, not only helps the video and the channel, but also pushes the video out to more viewers. And best of all, Superman that subscribe button. Until next time, everybody, and until next video, this is MTG.